Alright, just doing a quick sound check. Let's see if you can hear this. Check, check, check. We're starting at 9 a.m. Cool. Sounds good. I forgot to mention that we are doing TT efforts today, hill climb efforts. We're going to do 4 5-minute efforts up GMR, which is Glendora Mountain Road. It was part of Tour of California. I don't know if it was every year, but definitely one of those years. It's a very popular hill in LA region, in Glendora region. That's why it's called Glendora Mountain Road. So we're going to do about 20 minutes of that climb. The current KOM is by Phil Gaiman. I think he still has it. At about 27 minutes to the shack, which is about halfway. It's the end of GMR, but it's about halfway up the climb. Half of it's the GMR, and the other half is you continue all the way up to the Mountain Baldy ski lifts. So have your distance sensors ready today. We want to see how far we go on each of those 5-minute segments, and we're going to add them all up, and you get a 20-minute distance score. Remember that score. We're going to do this ride again, or something similar, maybe with a different climb. And we're going to add it all up and see if we can go a little bit further next time. All right, guys. Starting in about 4 minutes.
Just another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play. Don't let them transform you. Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven. It's the only place we're living. It's that West Coast point of view. Easy when it's always summertime fun. You and I get free to do. Who cares what the people think? It's been turning kinda gray in Southern California, but I'm allergic to the rain. What happened to euphoria? Don't worry about it, damn. I'm too excited. Dark liquor with the palm trees. It's all or nothing, ooh, it's all or nothing. Ignore the signs and socialize. Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven. It's the only place we're living. It's that West Coast point of view. Easy when it's always summertime fun. You and I get free to do. Who cares what the people think? 'Cause it's that West Coast point of view. Easy when it's always summertime fun. You and I get free to do. Who cares what the people think?
All right, we got a little bit of music overlap while it's fading out here. I'm just going to do one more sound check. Let's see how this sounds. All right, great. 2 minutes to starting the warm-up. Get ready. All right, guys, we're going to get started in 50 seconds. Just a reminder, guys, we are doing 4 different 5-minute efforts. We're going to warm up first, then we're going to do those 5-minute climbing efforts with some Criterium footage from Mitchelton Bay. I hope I say that right. Mitchelton Bay Crit series, which is an Australian crit series. So we've got some of that just for the in-between stuff, for the relaxing. Even though crits are not that relaxing, but it's some fun footage to watch. All right, we're gonna start off 3 minutes easy. I'm gonna leave the RPMs up to you. And the type of trainer you're riding, you can adjust it however you want. If you have a smart trainer, feel free to use your wattage control erg mode and set specific wattage you want. I usually start the warm-up at about 50%, 50-55% FTP. Take that or leave that. We're going to pedal easy for 3 minutes. It should be hard enough that you feel like you're working, but easy enough that you're nice and relaxed. Any RPM. All right, here's a question for you guys. Caffeine, coffee, do you drink it every day? Do you drink a lot every day? Do you drink it before you go for a ride? Let me know, put it in the comments. Make sure before we're done today you like the video and you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. As of right now, most of the content has just been these weekend rides and a couple mobility or joint mobility videos. I'm going to come out with a seminar. We're doing an isometric seminar coming out soon, and there will be some little teasers or little snippets from it on this YouTube platform. So stay tuned, subscribe so that you get those notifications. Coffee. So I ride with someone that insists on, well, don't ride with him that much anymore, but insists on always having an espresso shot before every ride. Out of tradition, that's just what he does. It has to be an espresso shot. That's never enough for me. I need the experience of drinking a full coffee. So let me know in those comments, what is your coffee habit like? Is it an addiction or is it just ritual? And if anyone here says they don't drink coffee, you can just leave now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, I think, fun fact, my drug dealer, aka my coffee supplier from Costa Rican coffee, is on this ride right now. So I just ran out of the good stuff. We'll see if I can get another shipment from across the border. All right, guys. So that easy ride is wrapping up, or that easy section is wrapping up in about the next 10 seconds. We're going to be moving on to tempo pace. If you're looking at your power meter or you're using your erg mode, I usually set it to about 75% FTP, give or take. 70, 75. Pick an effort, it could be 78, who knows. Pick an effort that feels just a little bit, there's a little bit of edge to it. It burns maybe just a tiny bit. You're breathing a little bit deeper. Maybe you're starting to sweat already. That's the kind of effort we're looking for. Don't worry too much about that effort today. A lot of times that's our base level of effort in these rides, and then we do hard efforts above that. But today we're really just going to do 5 minutes hard and then 3 minutes of resting, with a little bit of variation. So tempo pace, tempo or zone 3, or somewhere between just long endurance, like what you would do for a Gran Fondo, and threshold. Somewhere right in the middle there. Sustainable. I used to call this group ride pace, but group rides are out of hand. There's a lot of group rides, and whatever you think about safety during pandemic time, should we be riding together, should we not? There's a lot of these group rides, and I'm looking at the power data and the Strava rides. That is a long ride at threshold, and it's just, they're smashing it. So I don't even know what to call group ride pace anymore, because it's out of control. We've all been in those rides where somehow it's harder than any race you've been in because everyone's egos are showing up to play. So anyway, quote unquote group ride pace. Oh, good. Tracy commented that the goods are waiting for me. I'm telling you guys, this coffee is so good. I would be willing to unload it from a secret compartment under a boat in the middle of the night if that's what it took to get this coffee. And I swear, coffee is not a code word for cocaine. It's just really good. All right, guys, 30 seconds left. We're going to go into 3 minutes of a spicy effort. For this, I like to do 95% FTP. Take it or leave it. You can go a little bit less than that, a little bit more than that. We're just going to put a little edge on that bike. Make it burn. You probably at this point have to breathe with your mouth open. Usually things that are in that tempo range, you can breathe through your nose. This should be a mouth open effort, probably. Everyone's different. We're going to hold that for 3 minutes. Here we go. 3 minutes spicy.
Chilly sky crispy. Push the good ones away. I'm hanging out here. I've been watching you. You've been watching me too.
So while we're doing this, I should have said this while we were riding easy, but I was too busy running my mouth about other less important things. Our distance sensors, the Garmin, the Watt, whatever you're using, hopefully we have a lap button where we can hit lap and we can reset the distance. Most of us use something like Training Peaks, Golden Cheetah, Garmin Connect, Strava, whatever, where you can look at your individual segments. So whether you add up the distances here today or you go back and you look at it later, let's just make sure we hit our lap button before and after these efforts so that we can see 4 different laps worth of climbing. I always have a lap distance option on my computer, so when I hit lap I can see the distance. I usually do that for the sprint workout, so I can, before I do my sprint, I can start to do some recon in the course, and I can say, oh, this is 100 meters, that's 200 meters, whatever. But I always have a lap distance set up on that computer. So if that's what you have here, we'll make it nice and easy. You'll hit lap before the effort. We'll see how far we go. We're going to use that as a reference point for all the other efforts.
Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in.
All right, one more minute of this nice spicy pace. We're going to catch our breath. We're going to do 2 sprints, and then we're going to move on.
Breathe out, breathe in. Relax again.
Today we don't have any efforts that are super punctuated. It's going to be all 5-minute efforts. So the sprints are usually to warm us up for quick accelerations, breakaways, trying to snap that elastic in the race. We don't have those efforts right now in this particular ride today. So for these sprints, these are both going to be seated, controlled. You have good form sprints. So sometimes when we sprint, for better or for worse, and it's not for better, for worse, the form gets a little crazy. The arms start going a little crazy. You start shaking your head around. So we're going to just take a 1-minute rest. We're going to be seated and controlled. Think about trying to ride away from the front of the group, nice and seated, staying elbows tucked. That's what we're doing on this one. So that's in about 45 seconds. All right. So we're going to stay seated. We're going to sprint any RPM you want, any gear you want. Just make it feel like you can really push all the way through without running out of gears. We want to feel that resistance. Here we go. Doing this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seated sprint. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Come on. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. I just choked. I just choked on my words there. All right. So that was your first sprint. Second sprint is going to be the same thing, but we're going to go for a different RPM. So just think about the RPM you just did. Was it slow and heavy? If that's the case, we're going to go a little bit lighter and a little bit faster. It's still as hard as you can go. Lighter doesn't mean easier. I just mean a little bit of a lower gear with a faster RPM. If you had a pretty quick RPM and you were getting up over 90, over 100, whatever, we're going to use a little bit extra gear, or if you're on the computer, maybe a little bit extra resistance percentage. If you're on erg mode, it doesn't matter. You just pick your own RPM. We're going to go a little bit slower and heavier. So do the opposite of what you just did. Stay seated, good form, but opposite RPM. In 4, in 3, for 10 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. 10 seconds. Let's go, 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 go. Seated and smash, 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 smash. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. And take a breath. All right, cool, guys. You have 2 minutes of rest. If you have any questions now, type them in the chat. Let me know, because we have 2 minutes before we get started. If you can't hear the music or can't hear my voice, let me know. I've done a little bit of dialing in. It's different every time we do this. Every time we run this, the media level has to be different. The voice is different. I don't know why it's always different, because I use the same things every time. But, ooh, that was a sketchy corner. But I think I have it dialed in because I'm monitoring it on these headphones. So we have about 1 minute to go. We're going to start part of the way up this climb. So the GMR climb, Glendora Mountain Road, it goes from the base of this climb up to the shack. It takes most people, 45 minutes-ish to an hour, like most average Strava segments. You know, you're going out with your friends. Phil Gaming does it in 27 minutes. If you're able to, you know, if you're kind of in the Cat 1-2 range, Cat P1-2 range, it's probably going to take, you know, 35-40 minutes. It's still not 27. So we're going to start part of the way up this climb. We have 20 minutes of this climb split into 5-minute segments, and it'll finish with Phil hitting the shack at the top, or us hitting the shack at the top. I'll be honest, I don't know what's in the shack. I should pay attention next time I go up there. It's just like a generic government fenced off building of stuff. Here we go, guys. If you have a lap button, you're going to hit your lap button. We're going to start at 70 RPMs. And here we go. 70 RPMs, and we want it to feel tempo for the first minute. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. You can see Phil's data at the bottom. He's flying up this thing. I mean, he's doing 400 watts and he's at under 170 beats per minute. We're not necessarily going to match his data. He's pedaling really quickly at this. We're going to go for a slower RPM. Right, left, 70 RPM. Go, 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 go. All right, so we're doing 70 RPMs for the... Well, we're doing 70 RPMs. The first minute was tempo. The second 2 minutes, we're going to ramp it up a little bit. All right. For the next 2 minutes, we want it to feel spicy. Think about that warm-up. We're going spicy pace. So this is right around threshold. Threshold for about 2 minutes. Right, left, right, left, right. This usually feels like a 7 or an 8 out of 10, depending on the day. You know, sometimes threshold feels like 8, sometimes it feels like 6.5. But this should probably feel like 7, 7.5 out of 10. Right, left, right, left, right. Almost all of GMR, which is the first part of this climb, the Glendora Mountain Road area, is it's the hardest one because it's the most unrelenting uphill section. There's one little flat section before we get to the end where you get to pick up a little bit of speed, but for the most part, it's all... The first part is all uphill with no flats. We're still kind of in the beginning stages of this climb. I actually really prefer doing GMR on a weekday. And luckily I have the flexibility to do that, because during the weekends, you're going to get people, sightseeing in their regular cars with their families. You're going to have motorcycles trying to bomb it. You're going to have modded out cars trying to really just crush it. So you're going to get everyone on this road all at the same time going. You have bikes descending in the middle of the road. It's crazy. All right. Here we go, guys. It's been spicy for the last 2 minutes. We're going to start bumping it up a notch each minute. So for your second to last minute, 9 out of 10 effort. 9 out of 10. 1 minute to go. Here we go. Don't you love getting passed on a non-dotted line? Woo. Keep it up, guys. It should feel like a 9 out of 10. If you don't have that pain face on, mine kind of looks like this usually. Let's see if I do this weird, like my mouth is open type pain face. If you don't have that pain face, it's probably not hard enough. We need to be grimacing a little bit, making a weird face. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. We're going 70 RPMs. You can sit, you can stand, depending on how stable your trainer is. Push, 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 push. Come on. You're in this final minute, so start ramping it up. 9.2 out of 10. 9.4 out of 10. 9.6 out of 10. Ramp it up. You have 45 seconds left. How far can you go in 5 minutes? You get 3 minutes of rest after this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. 30 seconds left. Come on, guys. Keep smashing for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. You get 3 minutes to catch your breath. All right, yes, they're sprinting on the screen. You're just going to relax, take it easy. 3 minutes. Watch a little bit of this Mitchelton Crits series. I know they have a bunch of different stages. So, anyway, good work. That was our first 5 minutes. Hopefully you hit the lap button at the end of that. If not, hit it now. See how far you went in those 5 minutes. We're going to try and get as close to that number as we can each time. Try not to stress about average wattage. You know, wattage number always... Ooh, there's a crash. Wattage number is always, at least for me, stresses me out trying to hit that average wattage. So while that's good for everyday training, you know, trying to hit that average power, really just focus on the distance on this one. Let's just see if we can hit those same distances. It's a number that doesn't usually stress us out quite as much because most of our efforts are done based off of level of effort. And with average effort, if you're doing a ramping up effort, inherently you're going to start easier and you're going to finish harder. But if you know that your average wattage that you're hitting for is up high, sometimes you go too hard too soon just because you want to raise that average up. So sometimes it skews what we're trying to go for in the effort. All right, we have 90 seconds left. We're going to come back to another 5 minutes, 70 RPMs. We're going to do a slight departure on this one. So we're going to do 70 RPMs at a spicy pace. Oh, I'm sorry. At a tempo pace. So we're going to start off tempo pace, 70 RPMs, and then we're going to just play with the RPM a little bit. All right, 45 seconds. We're going to do 1 minute of tempo. We're going to leave the resistance where it is, and we're going to pedal fast to make it very hard for a minute. So tempo for a minute, hard for a minute, 30 seconds back at tempo just to reset, and then the second half is your choice. So you have 2.5 minutes on my clock and then 2.5 minutes on your clock. I forgot I put some... Are these bagpipes? Huh. I don't remember putting this in here. Anyway. Here we go, guys. 5 minutes. Click your stage timer. 3, 2, 1. Click that lap button. All right. Tempo pace. 70 RPMs. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Go, 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 go. You can see that marine layer. We're going up into the clouds. I don't know if you'd call it marine layer because this is pretty far away from the beach. Right, left, right, left, right. And by pretty far, I mean like half an hour. So I guess it's pretty far for being in Southern California, but, you know, most people live much further away from the beach than that. All right. Second minute in. Leave your resistance where it is. We're going to start pedaling faster till it feels like a 9.5 out of 10. If you're on erg mode on your trainer, just start bumping up the wattage on your trainer. We're going over threshold. Over threshold. Come on. Come on. Push, 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 pedal, 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 pedal. You know, this is where you could match Phil's RPM. 90, 95, 100, 105. Push, push, push. Come on. Let's go. Finish strong. Mouth open. Pain face. 3, 2. You're going to go back to tempo, back to 70 RPMs. Right, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Good. You can stand up, shake it out. Whatever you got to do to shake those legs out. When we hit 2.5 minutes to go, it's up to you. It's your choice. What RPM you do. What gear you put on. 3, 2. We're at 2.5 minutes to go. Take a look at your distance. You're halfway through. Think about your distance. If you went, to make this up, 2 miles last time and you're at a mile now, you have a mile to go. Try and hit that same distance you hit last time in the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And if you're feeling good, feel free to go a little bit farther than you did last time. If you went so hard the first time you're feeling smashed, don't feel let down. Hit something, get as close as you can. We have about 90 seconds left. We're either trying to maintain that power or pick it up a little bit. I don't know what the true average is, but we can basically say Phil is averaging 400 watts for the whole 27 minutes all the way up to the top. Probably work out to an average of like 370 because he's like dipping down, coming up, dipping down, coming up. Jeez. Anyway, you guys have 1 minute left. Keep plugging along, guys. 50 seconds. How close to your original distance are you? This is your second effort. When you finish this, you'll be halfway done. Come on. $25 seconds left. Come on, smash it right up into the clouds. All the way. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and woo. Shut it off. Take a breath. All right, 3 minutes to catch your breath. If you haven't already hit that lap button, you want to be in the habit of hitting it right at the beginning of the effort and then resetting it right at the end. Did you go as far? Did you go further? Did you not quite go as far? All right, so we have 2 more of these, and that's how we're varying it up. It's 5 minutes of work, but I varied it up with a little bit of faster pedaling and slower pedaling. The first one was just ramping it up from tempo, spicy, hard. We'll have a couple different ways to pace yourself, but it's going to work out to 5 minutes of hard work. Third effort coming up. I almost said fun fact. This is not a fun fact, but the last time I went up We actually went past the shack. We went up to Baldy Village. And I think it was just past the shack we had found someone who had crashed their motorcycle. Had already picked it up, so they were okay, but then we saw them riding back towards Baldy Village with one of their arms hanging, so I think, not a fun fact. I think he hurt himself, but was okay to ride out of it. But it's crazy. You'll see people really going for it at GMR. On bikes, on motorcycles, on cars. For the most part during the week, it's pretty good because people are working. The weekend, though, it gets crazy because when you go for it and someone's in the middle of the road, sometimes you have to swerve. So that's where it can get a little dicey. That's why I prefer not to go there on the weekends. Sometimes like descending. It's very low walls on the edges of these cliffs, and everyone cross your fingers that Chloe Dygert's going to make a full recovery, but we've seen what happens when you go over those barriers. And it's very, some of these are like, 1,000-foot cliff drop. So you'd want to descend in the middle of the road, but, it's kind of a blind corner. So mountain training, fun to do, very scenic, also kind of dangerous. All right, so that's enough of that. Turned very morbid and depressing. We're going to go on a happy note. Getting to the top of the mountain is one of the best things ever. So let's get to the top of this mountain. You have 2 more efforts. We're going to start off, as per usual, with tempo. Tempo effort, 70 RPMs. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tempo effort. 70 RPMs. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Tempo. We're going to do 30 seconds of tempo effort. Then we're going to do 30 seconds of spicy effort. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Shift up. Turn the erg up. Keep it 70 RPMs, but we're going to make it spicy. 30 seconds of spicy, then we'll bring it back down to tempo. All right, we're going to bring it back down to tempo. In 3, 2, 1, bring it down to tempo. All right, when we bring it back up to spicy, we're not coming back down. So this is the last time it's going to be tempo. So enjoy it. 70 RPMs. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Here we go. Bring it back up to spicy for 30 seconds. Probably feels like a 7 out of 10 or so. We're going to finish hard. We're going to ramp it up from here all the way to all out. All right, with 3 minutes left, let's bump it up above spicy. So let's go above threshold. How much above is your choice, but we're going to go above threshold for 3 minutes. Maybe it's just 102%. It could be just a little bit, but we're going above that threshold. And just like looking at Phil's power, there is no robot out there that can hold one power solid all the way through. The terrain changes, your legs change. The world is not cut and dry like that. So it can dip, it can rise, but we're just trying to hit critical mass above threshold. So let's spend most of our time above threshold. And don't quickly sprint if it starts to drop just to pull it up. You know, smoothly just kind of drag it back up. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. A little bit above threshold. Power through. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All the way. Come on. 90 seconds left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's go. Try and make sure you're still a little bit above threshold. You have under a minute to go. Racing into the clouds. Push, 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 push. We have 30 seconds to go. With 30 seconds to go, are you still a little bit above threshold, or is it starting to drip? It's starting to dip. Don't let your power drip. Here we go. Go, go. 20. All right, guys, we have 10 seconds left. Let's go. 1 extra watt every time you pedal, 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 pedal. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That was 5 minutes of work. Take a look at the distance. Hit lap if you haven't already done it. How far did we go the first time? How far did we go the second time? How far did we go the third time? Are we trending upwards? Are you hitting more and more distance each time? Are we trending downwards? Are you losing distance? Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to lose distance. It just means that instead of having a little bit left in the tank, each time we do these efforts, we have a little bit less in the tank. So either we need to practice pacing ourselves just a little bit better, or we need to work on our repeatability. That's basically the idea behind endurance, is being able to do something more times. The idea behind a sprint is being able to do something all out one time. For the most part, just to generalize. So just take note of the direction that those efforts are going in. You only have one left, and there's nothing afterwards, so you can really finish this one with nothing in the tank. You know, those efforts where you actually feel like your soul has left your body 10 seconds before the end of the effort. Let's do that. Let's finish not with a little bit of energy left. Let's run out of energy right before the end so that our bike just rolls itself across the line. All right, so we're coming up to the shack. That's going to be our last 5 minutes on the road. After the shack, you have a couple options. If you're on GMR, eventually you get up to this little crossroads area where you could take a left for East Fork. You'll do some descending, but then you'll do some climbing to get out of it, and it'll take you obviously not down the way you came. It'll take you off a little bit north, and then you can circle back around the base to get back to where you parked. You can keep going up GMR, which turns into GRR, Glendora Ridge Road, and that's the one that takes you right up to Baldy Village. You keep going all the way up to Baldy Village. You actually descend into Baldy Village, like a 2-minute descent, before climbing back up again if you want to go all the way to the steep roads that go up to the ski lifts. That's the worst part of the ride. Going from Baldy Village up to the ski lifts is harder than doing the whole thing combined. All right, here we go. Especially for a heavy guy like me, that's the hardest. 20 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Last time. Here we go. All right. You can even see the course on the right side of your screen. You can see that we're, 3/4 of the way up there, about. All right, so let's get to tempo. We should already be tempo, 70 RPMs. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I'm going to keep you at tempo for the first 45 seconds, and then it's all you. The only time I'm going to chime in is when we hit that little flat section, and I'm going to tell you to do a seated controlled sprint similar to how we warmed up today. All right, and I'm cutting you loose. You can go above tempo. And by you can go, I mean you should go above tempo. 4 minutes to go. All right, start pedaling faster, adding some gears. We're hitting our little downhill flat section. It's gonna go downhill and flatten out, so just start seated sprinting. Sprinting, sprinting, sprinting. Let's go, 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 go. Phil's not pedaling, but we're pedaling. Come on. Pedal, 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 pedal. You're at negative 4%. Take advantage of this downhill. Come on. Push, 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 push. All the way. It's going to lead you out to this little exposed ridge, and that's where it's going to start going back uphill again. Come on. Come on. Come on. And pedal through. Start driving through. All right, you have 3 more minutes of about 70 RPM. There we go. Back to work. Go, 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 go. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Come on. Come on, let's really pound these pedals through these clouds. Glutes are screaming. Lungs are on fire. Push, push, push. Come on. You have 2 minutes left. Personally, when I hit this section of the climb, I do about 30 seconds standing with a harder gear, and then I spend, 15 seconds seated at a little bit easier gear. That's just how I get through it mentally. Come on. Car's flying. Damn. Let's go. Woo! We got some dangerous driving today, guys. Jesus Christ. Keep going. I really wanted you guys to feel at home by almost getting hit by cars in real life. You are 90 seconds from the top of this climb. Everything you got. Let's go. Come on. The shack is right up here on the right. If you look at those trees sticking up off to the right, that's the shack. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, it's time to open it up. If you have anything left in there, extra gear, maybe it makes you speed up your RPM, slow down your RPM, whatever you got. Let's put in a little bit more power, a little bit of a bigger dig. Really push through. Come on. "30 seconds left. Let's go for it, guys. We have 20 seconds to go. This is it. Rounding the corner. The shack is up here on the right. Go, 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 go. Four, 3, 2, 1. We hit the shack and we're done. Whew. All right. relax. That was 20 minutes of time trialing uphill behind Phil. Cool it down. Try and remember how far you went each 5 minutes. If you don't, you can just look back at your Training Peaks or your Garmin or whatever data you have. Look at those laps. Add them all up. Let's see how far you went. You can put it in the comments. You can message me. Send it to me on Instagram or Facebook. We're going to do this ride again. There's 2 rides that we're going to do again, and we're going to measure these TTs. We're going to do that track TT again where we did, I think it was 4, 3.5, 3, 2.5, 2 minutes. You add all those up. We're going to do that one again, so hopefully you remember how far you went that time. And we're going to do this one again. They will come up, and we're going to see if we can beat our distances. And we finish off this race with a little bit of race-winning footage. Very cool. All right. That's all I got for you guys today. Remember to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. I'm going to leave this up because we've got a little bit of music for the next 3 minutes. Cool down, drink some water. I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy.
Keep up the speed on a ball that is rolling faster, faster, moving faster. Goals and emotions are wrapped into one disaster, disaster.